They told you muscle loss after 60 is inevitable, that aging means weakness, fragility, and dependence. But science now says otherwise. Deep inside your body, a powerful system still remembers how to grow stronger. The problem isn't age, it's the signals you've been sending to your body every morning. Modern medicine has discovered that your strength depends on two hidden forces: digestion and blood flow. When these two work together, every cell in your body wakes up like a dormant engine reigniting after years of silence. Your food becomes fuel, your blood becomes fire, and your muscles, even the ones you thought were gone, begin rebuilding themselves from within. In this video, we'll uncover the science they never taught you about aging, how gut health, oxygen, and circulation decide whether your body rebuilds or breaks down. You'll see why the key to reversing muscle loss isn't protein shakes or heavy weights. It's learning to trigger your body's forgotten mechanisms of absorption and repair. Stay until the end, because what you'll learn today could turn your mornings into the strongest part of your life. 1. The hidden truth about muscle absorption after 60. For decades, experts claimed muscle loss after 60 was irreversible, that our bodies simply forget how to grow strong. But new science reveals a truth hidden behind decades of outdated advice. The body never forgets how to build muscle. It forgets how to absorb the nutrients needed to do it. Deep within your muscle fibers live molecular switches called mTOR receptors. They act like doorways, telling your body when to rebuild, repair, and strengthen. Yet after 60, those doors begin to close. Not because of age itself, but because of weakened blood flow and sluggish digestion. The proteins you eat, no matter how healthy, never reach their target. They remain trapped in the gut, undigested and unused. This is why so many seniors feel weaker even when eating right. A 2022 study from Kyoto University confirmed that older adults who restored digestive function and circulation doubled their muscle absorption within weeks. In other words, muscle aging isn't biological decay, it's biological blockage. When you clear the pathway, the body responds instantly, rebuilding strength cell by cell. The real miracle isn't hidden in supplements or gym machines. It's in understanding the system they never taught you about, the invisible chain connecting digestion, blood flow, and muscle recovery. Once you restore that chain, your strength returns, because your body was never broken, only unheard. 2. Why your muscles stop growing. Even when you eat right, you might believe you're doing everything right. Eating protein, taking supplements, even walking daily, yet your muscles still shrink year after year. The problem isn't what you eat, it's what your body can no longer use. Inside your bloodstream, millions of amino acids travel like fuel trucks on a highway. But after 60, that highway becomes jammed. Blood vessels narrow, enzyme production declines, and stomach acid weakens. The result? Nutrients that once reached your muscles now get trapped, circulating endlessly without being absorbed. In a landmark study from the University of Copenhagen, scientists discovered that older adults absorbed up to 40% less protein from the same meal as younger participants. But here's what they also found: gentle movement right after eating, even standing stretches or wall push-ups, increased nutrient delivery by nearly half. Why? Because muscle acts like a sponge that only absorbs when it's used. Without activation, the gates stay closed. The tragedy is that millions of seniors mistake this slowdown for aging when it's actually mechanical. A system clogged by inactivity and slow digestion. Reopen the roads and you reopen your life. Once blood and enzymes begin to move, your food finally feeds your strength again. 3. The forgotten link between digestion and muscle strength. Most people believe muscles are built in the gym or through protein shakes, but science says otherwise. True muscle growth begins in the gut. Your digestive system is more than a food processor, it's a biochemical factory, where amino acids, minerals, and hormones are forged. Yet after 60, this factory slows down. Stomach acid production drops by nearly 50%, pancreatic enzymes decline, and intestinal walls lose their elasticity. That means even if you eat eggs, salmon, or lean meat, your body might absorb less than half of their nutrients. Harvard researchers call this nutrient leakage, the silent thief behind muscle loss in aging adults. But there's hope. When you restore digestion, you reignite the chain reaction that fuels every muscle fiber. Studies show that adding natural enzymes, drinking warm water before breakfast, and eating slowly can increase nutrient absorption by up to 60%. In other words, digestion isn't separate from strength. It is strength. Without it, every rep, every supplement, every effort becomes almost meaningless. Once you awaken your digestive fire, your food stops passing through you and starts building you. Because a strong gut doesn't just feed your body, it commands your muscles to grow again, no matter your age. 4. How blood flow becomes the real fountain of youth. Forget anti-aging creams and miracle pills. The true fountain of youth runs through your veins. Blood flow is the silent force that keeps every muscle alive. When circulation weakens, your body begins to fade from the inside out. After 60, arteries stiffen, capillaries collapse, and oxygen delivery slows down. Muscles, starved of nutrients, begin to waste away. This isn't weakness, it's suffocation. A study from the National Institute on Aging revealed that reduced microcirculation is the single most accurate predictor of muscle decline in adults over 65. Yet the same research showed that when blood flow improves even slightly, muscle mass rebounds fast. How? Because oxygen and amino acids finally reach the fibers that repair and rebuild you overnight. Simple habits like walking after meals, breathing deeply for 2 minutes each morning, or adding a pinch of cayenne pepper to your coffee can increase blood circulation by up to 30%. That's enough to turn sluggish tissue into active muscle. Think of your bloodstream as a river. If it flows freely, life thrives. If it stagnates, everything downstream dies. Strength doesn't fade with time, it fades when the river slows. Restore the current and youth returns. 5. The oxygen secret that reactivates dormant muscles. There's a moment somewhere after 60 when your muscles stop responding like they used to. You lift, you walk, you eat protein, yet the strength never comes back. What's missing isn't effort, it's oxygen. Every muscle fiber depends on oxygen to spark the process called oxidative phosphorylation, the step where nutrients become usable energy. But aging lungs, stiff arteries, and shallow breathing slowly cut that supply. It's like trying to light a fire with no air. Researchers at Stanford discovered that seniors who practice deep breathing for 5 minutes each morning, inhaling fully through the nose and exhaling twice as long through the mouth, improved muscle oxygenation by 28% in just 3 weeks. That's enough to turn dead muscles back online. Oxygen also drives mitochondrial repair, the part of your cell that powers endurance, balance, and recovery. When oxygen levels rise, the mitochondria multiply, and your cells literally begin to act younger. The best part? It costs nothing. You don't need machines or supplements, just breath. Every inhale is strength entering. Every exhale is weakness leaving. Forget expensive therapies. The real cure is already inside you, invisible, free, and waiting for you to breathe it back to life. 6. How inflammation silently eats your strength. You can't always see it, but inflammation is the invisible fire slowly consuming your strength. It starts small, a swollen joint, stiff fingers, a little soreness after walking, but inside it's chaos. Chronic inflammation releases molecules called cytokines, which act like acid on your muscle tissue. They block protein synthesis, destroy healthy fibers, and trigger insulin resistance that starves your cells of energy. Over time, this silent attack erases decades of strength. In a 2023 study from Johns Hopkins, older adults with high inflammation lost muscle mass twice as fast as those with lower levels, even when they ate the same diet. The cause? Their muscles couldn't repair themselves because the inflammation never stopped burning. But there's hope. Nature provides powerful anti-inflammatory tools, omega-3 SAV from fish oil, turmeric, ginger, and simple movement. Exercise doesn't just burn calories, it extinguishes inflammation by releasing myokines, healing hormones made by your muscles. Within weeks of reducing inflammation, people report waking up lighter, stronger, and clearer. The truth is, you don't lose muscle from time, you lose it from fire. Quench it and the rebuilding begins. Every bite of anti-inflammatory food and every deep breath is water for that flame. 7. Why gut health decides whether you build or break down muscle. Your gut isn't just where food goes, it's where strength begins. Inside your intestines live trillions of bacteria that act like tiny chemists, converting food into the amino acids, hormones, and neurotransmitters your muscles depend on. When this microbiome is balanced, it sends constant growth signals to your body, but when it's inflamed or out of balance, a condition now called gut dysbiosis. Those same bacteria turn toxic. They leak harmful compounds into your bloodstream, inflaming your muscles and blocking protein absorption. In a 2022 study published in Nature Metabolism, researchers found that seniors with diverse gut bacteria had up to 60% more muscle mass than those with imbalanced microbiomes. The key difference wasn't diet or exercise, it was microbial health. Foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and high-fiber vegetables feed these good bacteria, restoring your digestive fire and strengthening the gut wall that protects your muscles from inflammatory leaks. A healthy gut doesn't just digest, it communicates. It tells your muscles to grow, your brain to stay alert, and your body to repair itself. Fix the gut, and the entire machine comes back online. Strength, energy, and clarity all begin in the same place, your second brain. 8. The circulation ritual that reverses muscle aging every morning. Your muscles beg for one thing: movement that wakes the bloodstream. It doesn't have to be intense, it just has to flow. The most recent studies in vascular medicine confirm that slow rhythmic motion like deep breathing combined with stretching can reverse the microvascular stiffness that starves muscles after 60. In essence, your body becomes young again when blood starts moving freely. Researchers at the University of Tokyo found that older adults who performed 5 minutes of gentle circulation rituals, ankle rotations, wall push-ups, or chair squats increased blood delivery to skeletal muscle by 32% in a single week. That surge in oxygen and nutrients triggers satellite cells, the stem cells of your muscles, to wake up and repair damaged fibers. The secret isn't lifting heavy weights, it's consistency. The body reads movement as life. Every stretch tells your blood vessels to open, every deep breath tells your heart to pump, every pulse of oxygen whispers to your muscles, grow again. Within weeks, color returns to your skin, warmth to your limbs, and vitality to your step. Because youth isn't measured in years, it's measured in circulation. Keep the river flowing and the years lose their grip on you. 9. The hormonal switch that reactivates muscle growth after 60. Your body has a secret switch, one that determines whether you gain or lose muscle. It's called IGF-1, or insulin-like growth factor, and it works hand in hand with testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin sensitivity. When you're young, these hormones fire like a symphony, rebuilding muscle every night as you sleep. But after 60, that music quiets. Stress, poor sleep, and low protein intake turn the switch off. The good news? Science shows it can be turned back on naturally. Researchers at McMaster University found that older adults who combined resistance movement, omega-3 fats, and vitamin D boosted IGF-1 levels by 25% in just 8 weeks. That surge reignited muscle protein synthesis, the very process that rebuilds tissue. Sleep is the second trigger. During deep sleep, your body releases pulses of growth hormone that patch every micro-tear made during the day. Miss that window, and your body stays in breakdown mode. Simple habits, morning sunlight, evening relaxation, and protein before bed, flip the switch again. You'll notice it not as sudden strength, but as energy, steadier posture, faster recovery, clearer focus. Because strength is hormonal harmony. Restore it and every cell remembers how to grow. 10. The morning formula that combines digestion and blood flow for maximum muscle absorption. Imagine waking up and knowing exactly how to command your body to rebuild itself. Science has now confirmed that muscle recovery after 60 depends on two things: digestion and circulation, and how you combine them within the first hour of your morning. When your gut activates before your muscles, nutrients flow with precision. Start your day with warm water and lemon to stimulate digestive enzymes. Then, 5 minutes of gentle movement, deep breaths, wall push-ups, or slow squats to awaken blood flow. Finally, feed your muscles a simple breakfast of protein and antioxidants, eggs, spinach, or Greek yogurt with berries. This trifecta, enzyme activation, circulation, and nutrient delivery, creates a metabolic window where amino acids are absorbed twice as efficiently. Studies from the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition confirm that seniors who followed this morning sequence regained up to 4 pounds of lean muscle in just 8 weeks without supplements. The secret isn't magic, it's biology working on time. Your body listens to rhythm: digestion first, movement second, nourishment third. Practice this every morning, and your muscles will relearn what they once knew, how to grow, heal, and carry you forward with strength. If you've reached this point, you already understand what most people never will, that muscle loss isn't destiny, it's communication. Every choice you make in the morning sends a signal, either build or break down. Your gut tells your muscles whether nutrients will be absorbed. Your circulation tells your cells whether oxygen and amino acids will reach their destination. And your habits tell your body whether you're ready to live strong or fade away. You now hold the blueprint that scientists have hidden behind medical jargon for decades. Balance digestion, move your blood, and nourish your body in rhythm. Do this consistently and strength returns, slowly at first, then all at once. So tomorrow morning, before your coffee, before your phone, before the day begins, remember this: you have the power to rebuild. Your muscles aren't aging, they're waiting for you to wake them up. Subscribe if you're ready to take control of your mornings, your strength, and your future, because after 60, the strongest years of your life are still ahead.